Welcome back to the channel. It's Rohan from Rohan the Chess Master, and in this video we are trying to beat Martin again, but we have a wheel here, and basically I'm gonna spin the wheel each move, and if we get a square that we can move to, then we have to do it. And if we get a square that we can't move to, then we can do whatever move we want. So I'm white here, so I need to spin the wheel immediately. And let's see what square we get. Okay, we get C2. We get C2, and my pawn's already on C2, so I'm gonna go ahead and play E4 because I can't move there. And Martin plays the French defense. And our next square is B8. Okay, definitely can't move there. So I will take the whole center with D4 and Queen H4. Okay, Martin's being aggressive here. And the wheel says A7. So I'm gonna go ahead and defend this pawn with Knight C3. And pretty soon I'll kick the queen out if I get a free move. And we get G5. Ooh, G5. I can move my bishop there. Alright, I guess I play my only legal move. And Martin does take it, so now we are unfortunately down a bishop. But okay, now we get C5. Can I move to C5? I don't think I can. If the bishop was like on C5, then I could capture it, but I can't move to C5. So I'm gonna go ahead and develop with tempo on the queen, and the queen just drops back. And the square is F1. Okay, well my bishop's on F1, and I can't move it yet because then my pawn will be hanging. So I'm gonna go Queen D2 and castle queenside. Okay, H5. I don't know what Martin's doing. He's pushing on the flank here, which doesn't make sense. You're supposed to develop your pieces, dude. You haven't developed your knights or bishops yet. The wheel gives us B3, and I can go B3, so that's my only legal move. And Martin goes bishop B4, finally developing a piece. And the wheel gives us F8. No, G1. G1. Oh god, okay. I can move my rook to G1, I can move my knight to G1. Which one's better? I guess my rook, because I don't really want to undevelop my knight. And, oh, Martin. That blunders a queen, but he also gets my queen, but I get a bishop. So, it doesn't blunder a queen, but it blunders a bishop. I don't know if Martin saw that, or he just blundered his queen, but we need to get a free move for us to do this. Okay, C6 it looks like? Yeah, C6, not possible. I'm in a check. So I'm gonna take the queen. And he does take my queen, and we're probably gonna get a free move here because I don't have a lot of legal moves other than D2, E2, and D1, I believe. And we get H2, yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and take with this knight. Martin plays 97, and we'll spin the wheel. E5. Well, that's unfortunate. I lost my center pawn, but it's okay. We're still doing good. B5, he doesn't even take it. Okay, if I could, like, take one of these pawns or push forward, I would be fine. F1? Okay, well, luckily my bishop's still on F1. I haven't moved it, so I don't really want to trade since I'm down a pawn. So I'm just gonna push d6, get into his territory. Okay, he does move it. And you might have noticed, like, every time I spin the wheel, it like lags for you guys. And that's because I'm pausing the video and resuming it, because the wheel does spin for like 20 seconds or something, so I don't want you guys to be watching the entire thing, because then the video is gonna take forever. So I do pause it and resume it if you're wondering. But yeah. Okay, we get h7. h7. Okay, luckily I didn't have my bishop on d3, because then that would have been a problem, and Martin probably would have seen that. Um, let's go bishop d3, I guess. I mean, if I get h7 again, then that's not good. But unless I do with the Greek gift, even though there's no like pin or anything, we should be fine. And okay, g4, really? g4. I just want a castle. Okay, g4 it is. And knight goes back to b6. I don't know what Martin's doing. He's not developing his pieces. He's not taking my pawn. F7. Okay, so free move. I'm gonna take this pawn. And Martin's going a5. What is this? What is going on? And the wheel gives us a6. Okay, definitely can't move to a6. I'm gonna play h6 and try to get a checkmate here. With like here and then here maybe, or maybe promote this pawn. Because he can't take it because it's pinned by the rook. Okay, he goes g6, stops it. I might even sacrifice here to like get the king open, or I could just like castle. A7. Yeah, I don't know. Should I sacrifice? I don't think it's worth it because I only have a rook in the attack. Right, so I'm just gonna castle for now. Play it safe. And rook e8. Don't ask me where that rook is going because I have no idea. But okay, we get g8, which is where the king is on, and capturing the king is illegal, so that's not gonna happen. I think I need to like do. I think I need to double up. Like, I need to go rook g3 to get my rook here. So that's what I'm gonna do. And knight c4, Martin. That hangs the knight like 3 different ways. And the wheel gives us d8. Okay, that's nice because I can take this knight for free. And he takes back. And we still have 2 pieces looking at this pawn. And the wheel says b8. Okay, there's a knight on b8. Which way do I want to take this? I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'll just take with the knight. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Okay, bishop a6. I'm probably gonna go rook dg1 here if the wheel doesn't go crazy. The wheel didn't go crazy. It gave me h5. Alright, so I'm gonna bring my rook over into the attack. And he takes my knight. So I need to take back here, or else I'm gonna be pretty lost. h6. My pawn's on h6. I can't move anything, so I can take this bishop. And Martin plays f6. Oh no! That's a free pawn for me, and this attack is looking very good. But we gotta spin the wheel first and see if it allows us. Yeah, g6. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna take the pawn on g6. Somehow the wheel knew that. King h8, and there should be a checkmate somewhere. If not, at least we can make a queen pretty soon. The wheel gives us c6, and I cannot capture this pawn, luckily. So I'm not going to lose any material. I'm going to go rook g7, and, put some pressure on the position. Try to push h7, and get a queen. So, rook g7, and Martin plays c5. The wheel gives us c8. Yeah, c8. And I can't do anything but that, so I'm gonna go h7 because my pawn's defended, my rook's defended, and I'm getting ready to play rook h8. Or rook g8, rather, sorry. And let's spin the wheel. Knight a6. Knight a6 actually stops this like this. 6. Okay. I mean, that's fine by me. I'm just gonna bring another rook into the attack. Although I can't actually take this because then my rook would be hanging. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. And we get f2, f3, f4. f4. Can I move a piece to f4? I don't think I can. And he played e5, which is not a good move because it unleashes my bishops. Now I actually can go here with rook g8, and he takes the pawn, and there should be a checkmate somewhere pretty soon. First we gotta spin the wheel though. Hopefully I don't get like f8 or something, which would hang both the rooks, which would be very terrible. But we get d5. d5? So I have to go here? He takes my rook. Okay, I need to take back. I need to take back. I'm actually losing a piece now. I'm losing the bishop. But is the wheel gonna cooperate? h5. Okay, I can't move to h5. So I'm gonna take the rook. Now material's actually even somehow. Okay, and the wheel says e8. e8. Oh wait, I thought my pawn could move to e8 for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna take this pawn because what is that? Martin, what are you doing? What on earth is rook f8? That rook has no defenders. Martin is, as you can see, not the best player. And we get a7. We're getting lucky today a lot because I'm allowed to take the free rook. King h6 is played. And the wheel gives us f3. My knight's already on f3, so I will take this pawn. Okay, knight hops in. I'm probably just gonna go like king d2 and defend both of these pawns. King b2, actually. The wheel says a6. a6, okay. King b2. And Martin is just lunging the king forward. I don't know where it's going, but he's just lunging it forward. And the wheel gives us c4. And I have to move knight c4. This is forced, which is fine by me. Knight d3. Okay, that hangs a free knight. The question is, am I allowed to take it? We get a1. Well, I can't move to a1. Oh wait, I can. There were 5 of them that you couldn't give me out of 64. Because I can move my king to those squares. And a1 is one of them. I can move my king to a1. Okay. That's pretty insane. This knight would get trapped if I go like here. Actually, it wouldn't. There's e2. But the wheel says e7. Well, I can't go to e7. So what if I just try to take this pawn and then promote? a4. Yeah, I don't know what he's There's no checkmate idea, even though my king is not in the safest square. It's not the worst either. Okay, f6. f6. I can't move to f6, so I will grab this pawn. And a3. That pawn is now stuck. And it's also free, but I'm gonna move my rook out of the way and then promote. Sorry, rook out of the way and then promote. Okay, we get f4. And I can go f4. I can give up this pawn. I don't care about that pawn. And let's spin it again. And we get d7, d8. Okay. So I have to go rook d8, which is fine. I mean, I would have liked to move it off the d file so I can actually push my pawn, but it's fine. And now we get d7. So I have to move my rook back. Oh wait, I can push this pawn to d7, right? Right, alright. King h3, he's trying to grab that pawn. I don't really care. I'm just gonna move my rook and promote, and then there should be a lattice mate, probably. Okay, d6. Oh, I have to go knight d6. Okay. I don't care. The king is trying to... That's racing kings. The king's trying to get to my side of the board. Alright, the wheel gives us e4. e4. Dang, I have to move this knight again. Okay, he's taking a pawn that's not free. So, if I could just take that back for one move, or even just, like, give me, like, h8 or something, and then I can promote, that would be ideal. g4. I can't move to g4. Alright, thank you very much. I'm gonna take this knight, and now there's absolutely no way I lose this game. Right? d2, d3, d3. I cannot move to d3, so I'm going to throw in this check and promote. Okay, he moves his king. And the spinner wheel gives us e6. e6. I can't move to e6, so I will promote this pawn. King f1. And f7, it looks like. Okay, f7. I can't move to f7, so I will throw in a check. King g2. There should be like queen e2 probably. The thing is, the queen can move to a lot of squares, so if I get any squares, I might have to move there. But f5 is not one of them. f6 would have been the knight. f3 would have been the queen, which would be absolutely horrible. Let's go queen e2. And now, where's the mate? Here? Here, here, here. I didn't see mate in one, but there's rook g8, king h1, and queen g2, which is mate. So if we could just get a few more moves in, this could be mate. The wheel gives us a3. Okay, so my king has to take this pawn. Fair enough, c3. And now I just need a not stalemate. If I get a square that I could stalemate, this is gonna get bad. King to a2. And it's a draw because of stalemate. Look at this king. It can't move anywhere because of the rook. Covers these two. How did that happen? We got a2. Why couldn't it have been like a3? If it was a3, then we literally have here, here, and it's mate. Oh my god. That was crazy. I was like, there's no way we can lose this game, right? And then, I mean, we didn't lose. But we drew. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye.